Well, hey Cancer, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we happen to help you find the beauty in all things. I hope you guys enjoyed this last big full moon of the eclipse. This is obviously for the sun, moon, and rising signs for Cancer. This reading is good for the next 30 days from the time that you actually see it. I hope that everyone's doing well with all the retrogrades that we're still in. They're all still here for our highest and best good, you guys. I mean, people get freaked out about it, but Mercury in retrograde, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Mars, you know, it's really taking the time to go within and release anything that needs to be released from you, like having an opportunity to review, reflect, purge anything that's really not good for you. It gives you the chance to slow down, right? It gives you a chance to overcome challenges and set boundaries where you need to. Some people are really lacking creating the necessary boundaries that they need to have. But anyways, I think you guys all know that. And I hope everyone's being safe. Oh, I like that. And as things are calming down a little bit, I mean, we're still in the big part of this eclipse energy. I do see that there's a lot more calm going on for the most part. Okay, so we actually have two for you. And this spread is actually a little bit different. I think I forgot to tell you that. This is going to be a basic 9 card, and this is going to be talking about your present situation, your strength, your weaknesses, and then we're going to go in with the elements, your air, fire, earth, and water areas. Oh, for the love of Mike and all that's holy. We forgot your past and present. No, not really. We're also going to go in with 4 different oracles. I was told to pull the healing angels. Wow, I'm not surprised. I was told to pull sacred geometry. I have a bad unicorn, which has got some racy, saucy language in it. And then to kind of bring it all back, we've got a Lightworker Oracle deck, and I'm told that I'm supposed to read the information in that one. So where I'm feeling guided, we will go in with the Clarifier deck with our Dragon Tarot deck on top of this one. There we go. Thank you, universe. Now the true bottom of the deck. Thank you. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So foundation and achievement is basically the overall theme that's going to be discussed here when it comes to your month of July. And how this goes is we're just going to go ahead and get into it. Your first present energy is partnerships, and it's called alliances here. This is the 3 of, what do we got here? This is the 3 of rods. So the 3 of rods in the traditional deck is the individual that's kind of looking out at the ocean. He's got his 3 rods in front of him. What this is saying is that you've already made a decision about something that needs to get done, and now you're ready to get after it. But that's beautiful. And it will involve the beginning of new stability, number 3, with partnerships and alliances. So you're bringing somebody into your fold, or you're aware that that's something that is going to be in your area. Now, in your strength position, what we have is the magician himself. How lovely is that? So this really means that you have it all together. So obviously Gemini and Virgo energy, these are miracles. This is magic. This can also be someone that's being a little bit elusive, but at the end of the day, having all of the different components that are necessary in order to make whatever it is that you want to have happen. And that's obviously very clear because I can see some pretty kick-ass stuff here on the board. There's literally nothing negative that's on this board right now. That I can see as it all pairs together. Now, in your hidden influences area, this is something that you need to be aware of. When it comes to positive momentum forward, this would be the 8 of Pentacles. There could be some information that you don't necessarily know about right now. So I think we're definitely going to clarify this card for yourself, but ultimately I'm not seeing anything that's weird or negative. We will get into this air sign here. So this air sign is all about communication and how you're mentally communicating and getting ready to process the communication that's coming out. And what we're asking you to do here, what the universe is asking you to do, is be in your truth. You know, Judgment card. Are you saying what you need to say? Are you receiving the information that you need to receive? I mean, just whatever it is that you're doing, just do it with your full and best intentions, okay? Balancing that out. But you're aware of it, so I do believe that this is something that you're aware, that you know of. We're going to jump over here to your fire element. Now, this is your passion, your creativity, and the action that you're actually taking as far as your air, as far as the fire signage. But the card that's coming up is the Five of Swords, which is some conflict and defeat. And really what that is that you are passionate about, I see it as getting back up the stairs here. So if you can see it, you know, you've got the main character or the energy that's kind of feeling like low and kind of drawn out. But if you focus on the back end of the picture, there's people that are actually running up. What I do see is you having the opportunity to like turn that around. If someone has been in your area that has been causing some of this conflict or, you know, just kind of drama, it's definitely something that is minor. And it's something that can be gotten over. So if you have some passion about trying to make something right and having some justification for doing something in order to set something right, then you're in good shape in order to make that happen. As we come down to the earth element for you, which is realistic, physical, practical aspects of what's going on, you actually pulled another air sign. You've got the Ace of Swords, triumphant success. This is actually being grounded in a decision that you've made in order to accomplish something that needs to be accomplished, okay? And I'm really loving that. I'm loving the fact that you are utilizing the sword in the right way. Now, positive, negative, battery, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword. So you either use it for the right or you can really chop someone off at the knees. Just depends upon how you wield that sword when this energy is granted to you, right? Now, this is interesting. We're going to move forward into your water element. Your water element is obviously your emotions, your relationships, your sensitivity with things. And I find it interesting that we got the memories of love, the actual Six of Cups themselves. So the Six of Cups is talking about recognition of things that were going on in the past, thinking of good memories. There is good love. The fact that the third eye chakra is what's being enhanced about this. Just as I explained in a couple of other signs, I am being really guided to speak a lot more heavily with regards to our star seeds and our light workers that are out there, because this is the time where things are happening. Don't hold back when it comes to the universe trying to share its bounty of your upgrades that are coming through for you. So if your third eye chakra is something that you want to have more clarity with, please do the research on your own. But obviously there's physical things that you can do. You can wear the color blue, you can, or indigo, amethyst, crystals, very dark blue crystals will get the job done. Sometimes fluorite, or even if, like I said, if you don't have any other crystals but one clear crystal, okay, it is the unifying crystal that will be able to support anything that needs to happen. But basically, if you're in the element of recognizing your emotions in water, that is awesome. I'm really quite excited about that. So utilizing your sight, this also indicates to me that you're receiving information in your dream state. And it's not necessarily something that you can attribute, but when you wake up in the morning, you have the awareness of knowing what's getting ready to happen in the day, to the effect that you're more energetically feeling what's going to happen next. And there's nothing wrong with that. If more people would take action on that, then, and trust their intuition, trust their gut, then people would be a lot farther ahead. But having had said that, the universe, this is the World card, and this is the energy that's carrying through from June into July here. So the universe, the World card, right? The World card itself is talking about changes. Capricorn, Aquarius energy, authority, responsibility, limitations, and sometimes time, but it's definitely talking about cycles. And this card, again, is associated with the third eye chakra. So a lot of you people are being activated right now into more higher awareness. So that's just energy that was coming from the past carrying you on into the future. By the end of July, okay, or the next 30 days from whenever you're receiving this, you're in the Knight of Pentacles energy. This card is titled Material Harvest. Knight of Pentacles indicates a couple of different things. It is extremely independent. Okay, being able to take care of yourself with no problem, no challenges, but also appreciating the things that you actually have accomplished for yourself. So again, it's no mistake that the bottom of the deck is foundations and achievements, which is strong strength and stability. Let's go ahead and go into the first set of oracles before I do clarifiers, or that I kind of don't feel like I need to do any at this point. If I'm called to it, I will, but no, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. This is very cool. This is very awesome. Okay. The Healing Therapy Angels. You got 2 cards. The first card was Archangel Michael. Okay. The energy of the South of Fire. You're working very closely with this Archangel who's protecting and guiding you through the situation, whatever that means for you. And the other thing that popped out with it was integrity. Now, this is interesting because I did a universal kind of grid and a card draw for my Facebook group, and this card actually came out. Align your actions, okay, so that they match your values and your inner knowingness of what's actually right for you. I love that card. Let's jump into the Sacred Geometry card. I am being told that I need to backfill the conflict and defeat, and I also need to verify and validate the truth. So I will go back and do that one in just a second. But we have 528 hertz here, card number 27. Sorry, just getting some information. 528 hertz, transformation and miracles. You know, you could just YouTube any of the music that comes along with this and just kind of absorb the frequency that comes with it. It will help you with the transformation for what it is that you are getting ready to go through. Yes. I'm going to clarify the conflict and defeat, and I'm going to clarify the truth. And then I'm going to go into the last 2 oracle cards. Again, one of them is a little bit racy. So, you know, if you're a little bit sensitive to some curse words or some other things like that, then this is not the read for you. Or get over it, one of the 2. Sorry, not sorry. All right, okay, no. Well, no, I get that. Okay, so conflict and defeat. I want to get into how we can help you make sure that you're managing the conflict and defeat. So what's the advice on the conflict and defeat card, please? That's the first one. So that's Temperance. But Temperance presenting in reverse is talking about not necessarily being patient. Like you're ready to go and do this thing. A little bit of lack of balance. This is the throat chakra, so this is communication. So you have to be clear with what you're going to communicate, yes. And the Magician card pulls out again. You definitely can do it. You're just being asked to take a deep breath, conflict and defeat, you know, picking your battles with ease and grace. You can come out the winner of any battle that you have to put yourself into, but at what cost? So just kind of temper your tongue. Oh, literally. Then we have the Hierophant, which is talking about being a loner. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Yes, you are most definitely being encouraged to be calm with this conversation that comes up. The Queen of Swords, I love her. I really do. Will chop your head off if she's, you know, not in her right frame. And even though this card didn't present itself reversed to specifically talk about being over authoritarian and cold, you're being warned to be the Queen of Swords in this energy, which is diplomatic. She's not as diplomatic as the King of Swords, but she is diplomatic. But when she knows that something is a complete BS, she will call you on it. Again, the Hierophant is really just talking about using knowledge and good judgment and your heart in this heart chakra, for sure, for sure, for sure. Again, the Magician is here with all the elements because you can do it and you can be balanced when you have to approach the situation that is talking about the Five of Swords. Yes. Humor is the word that just came up. If you're an individual as a water sign that can just flow with it, you're being asked to flow with it. Flow with it. Oh, this is boogering me. I've got 2 that are flipped. I'm sorry. Wasn't paying attention. I'm going to reshuffle that. So what's the truth of the situation? How can we help our Cancers make sure that they get through the truth of what needs to go on here? What's the advice on the Truth card, please? We're gonna get it. Ooh, we almost had it. Humor, people. Humor. Rolling with it. So important. Keeps that heart chakra way open. There we go. Okay, so we have the Two of Coins, which is definitely balancing. I love the fact that we've got the whole balance here. Balancing a situation or two different situations that have popped up for you. Pentacles, earth and energy. Truth about finance. Not taking advantage of something that was being offered to you with this Page of Cups. Juvenile energy is what I'm getting here. What else? Oh, this poor incense is just gonna fly all over my desk and... All right. All right. Three of Cups. Being in celebration with someone, and here we go, Justice. So there's a way of saying what needs to be said, like I said, without being a jackahole. There's a way of expressing to someone that you're unhappy with something, but there's consciousness that's involved. You have to take time to be able to recognize that you have to use this change opportunity to shift the awareness of what's going on with someone else. And if you need to forgive somebody, then please do the forgiving. If you are waiting for somebody to do the forgiving, then do know, regardless of whichever way it happens, that it's definitely happening. So this is the Truth card is Judgment. You got Justice on top of that. So again, you're being asked to balance. And if this has to do with your future exploits as far as dollars and cents, there will be an opportunity to celebrate. Perhaps this is going to happen over a cocktail or some sort of a party. I'm not really sure what your particular situation is, but that it is here and that justice will be served. But just make sure that if you're the one that's doling out the justice, that you are being fair and honest with what needs to happen or what needs to be said in an environment to get through something. If you're someone that's dealing with some craziness at work, obviously you can only do so much so that you don't affect your job, but you also have the right to defend yourself when it comes to different crazy scenarios. Now they're telling me to go after the Ace. This will help somebody. Ask for support. So the Hierophant, if it was up, it's definitely talking about innate wisdom. When it's in reverse, it tells me that you need to ask for some support from somebody in order to make that happen. You are the magician and you can make that happen. Ask for some support so that you're not hitting the low road. You're staying on the high road. All right, so let's talk about this advice with this Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords. Well, the Knight of Swords is someone who's ready to go. He's just ready to go. Well, I'm there. Let's do this thing, man. That's his energy. Wield that sword with ease and grace and clarity, please. What else? What else does the Knight of Swords want to share? What other advice can we give? We got the Emperor in reverse, which I like, because the Emperor means that you need to yield a little teeny tiny bit. You don't need to be the authority figure in the situation as much as you think you need to. I feel that you have a partner or someone else that's going to help you in this particular situation. That's going to help you take a little bit of the pressure off of yourself and to make sure that you come out on top. What else? And it's not a lack of self-confidence. I'm being told to tell someone that. Sometimes you have to ask for help. Okay, and there it is, the King of Swords. So, the difference between the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords is just as strong as the Queen of Swords, but he uses his heart a little bit more when he makes the decisions as opposed to her when she's chopping off a head. You will be able to... if you are taking the advice of Spirit, be able to rush forward in using this beautiful sword, okay, without being overly aggressive is the words that need to come out of my mouth. All right, positive momentum forward. If you do not, the positive momentum forward that you are being blinded to, if you don't take this advice, okay, your Wheel of Fortune will, ooh, we got a whole story here. Okay, yeah, your 7 of Coins, your stability going from the 8 to the 7. So your stability, your 8 of Coins and moving forward will be affected. 7 of Coin in reverse, not being able to take advantage of this opportunity that's coming for you. The Wheel of Fortune again. A missed opportunity. That's exactly what they're saying. It will become a missed opportunity for you, even though the wheel is not presenting in reverse. Gosh darn it, what is going on with me today? I'm going to shuffle these again. All right, they all look to be clear. Okay, what else? Taking a step back, making sure that you are being in gratitude for the things that you have now. Yes, do not disrupt it. Okay, but then you've got the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands definitely talks about being seen as victorious and receiving accolades. So you really do need to watch your temperament in a sense. Not that that's usually an issue, but in this particular case, with feeling positive about these partnerships and alliances, you need to just make sure. All right. They're actually telling me to go and hit the universe. Where is this coming from? I mean, I'm nosy, but I felt like I was pretty comfortable and confident with where we were at right there. We just listen. We do what they tell us. Okay, so the Hangman here. So the reason why all of this is going on is because you had a time in the past of being and receiving all of the introspective components that you needed. You gained a lot of information and knowledge. You learned as much as you could have learned. But when the universe, the world shows up and we're going through cycles and changes, it does. I don't want to say, how do I say that so it doesn't sound like spirit is being negative? They're going to show you, you can do whatever it is that you want. When you pick a direction that's more high vibe, then obviously it's much easier for them to flow more beautiful things into your direction. Okay. 10 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Now this is so funny because the Ace of Cups was the one that flipped before and I didn't take it. That's all right. Ace of Cups in reverse can mean that there's a relationship that, or a bond that you didn't necessarily have available to you at the time, emotionally not able to have that. No, that's Coins. Sorry about that. Ace of Pentacles. Sorry. Ace of Pentacles. You weren't able to take advantage of that. You weren't able to take advantage of the 10 of Cups, but the 10 is the end of a cycle. So again, that's bringing you into the new. So let's talk about this material harvest that's going to be here for you by the end of the month. Watching your tongue, watching your judgment, bringing in people that can help you, temper where you need to temper. Material harvest for our Cancer here. Bam! Woo! The 8 of Cups. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is awesome. Okay, so you are able to get through. The reason why you're giving and you're being given this material harvest, as long as you utilize some of the information here, is that with the 8 of Cups, you have to move forward. You've gone as far as you could go with the thing. You've put in all the work, but now you recognize that it's time to go into a new direction, and you're willing to go. This is the energy of kind of like, in one sense, it's like the Fool, except that you understand all the different things that need to happen, and you're taking that with you, and that's going to be able to allow you to get there. The reason why it's there is because this Ace of Swords is in reverse, so you have utilized the energy of the positive side of the sword. So good for you. Good for you. Good for you. One card for the memories of love. I'm just feeling again that you're getting information in your dream state. You're seeing the situation like play out, like you're seeing the situation in your dream. And even if it's not you and Bob, so to speak, that's in the process, you're seeing a situation or a scenario very similar to what it is that you're going through. Yep, and it's going to allow for heart healing. So heart has healed in this process. This is awesome. Okay. Well, they said I'm in it. I might as well go ahead. Let's hit this partnerships and alliances. What else do we need to know? There's 3 of rods. Watching your ships come in, and like I said, at the end of the month, your harvest is there. So let's find out what else we can share. Cancer. This is looking really awesome, you guys. We do have 2 more cards, so I just want to make sure. There we go. They said upright. 4 of Wands. Stability. The Lovers. Partnership. Partnership can be, like I said, business relationship. It can also be a relationship of, well, you know, lovers. Knight of Cups. This is actually going to be a longer term kind of a thing because the Knight of Cups, he does usually come in very, very quickly to try to help heal. Like if this Ace, well, I keep thinking this was the Ace of Cups, but it's not. But it's just like this 10 of Cups moment was over. Like the emotionality of this particular situation was over. And that was okay for you. Because in some senses, the Lovers definitely indicates higher self information coming through, and like being guided more with your higher self, more so than just a love individual, and even a partnership. But the fact that it's here, I think is good. I think it's great. One more for the Strength card, your awareness, the Magician. What else does our Cancer need to know that supports their strength here in the month of July? Do we have one? Can I get one? You told me to do it, so. I just love the look of that card. Just higher self, just all up in there. Well, come on. You guys told me that you wanted me to hit all of them. No, it's not all of those. Couldn't possibly be. One more time. Nothing? No, there's nothing. They went cold. There isn't anything else to say on that one. So in order to wrap this up, we're going to go to the last couple. So I told you I had my little naughty unicorns. It says, you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. Hey, wield that sword lovingly as much as you can. And the final card here that we have for you guys is coming from our Lightworker Oracle deck. And this is the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge. All those air signs are not there for no reason. Let us take a look. They did say that I needed to read this quick. What is it that you guys need me to read? The 5th ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You're being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the 5th ray. The invocation is, I now accept of my own free will the blessings and grace of the 5th ray of intellectual knowledge. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Raphael to help me discern truth and find the information and understanding that will enable me to feel peace and experience penetrating insight in my life. I am thankful for the gifts of intelligence and understanding that help me live my best life in service to love. May knowledge serve the liberation of all beings through unconditional love and divine mercy through my own free will, so be it. That was an actual kick-ass reading. I love that reading for you. You're going to come out on top. So again, the bottom of the deck, main was the foundation and achievements, and the supportive card here in reverse is the devil in reverse. Removing yourself from any self-imposed limitation, removing yourself from bonds of anybody that was not serving you, people, places, things, all of those different types of things. I really feel that you're feeling the Pluto energy in this right now. You're able to overcome the challenges from Saturn. You're reconsidering the options with Jupiter, and with Mars, you're able to solve any of the anger issues here that are definitely popping up. So this retrograde actually is a really good thing for you, Cancer, and I'm so proud to have been able to deliver this positive information to you. If you liked this reading and it helped you, please make sure that you give it a like. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you can be aware of any of the other signs that I put up. If you feel like you need a little bit more information from either your ascendant or your moon, assuming this was your sun, make sure that you subscribe so that you can see the other components that I post that would be most supportive to you. And with that, I wish you a very beautiful month. It looks like you guys are getting ready to come out way far ahead. Congratulations on all of your upgrades and success. Continue to work on that third eye. Call on Archangel Raphael. He is definitely going to help you with all the different things that you need to have. That's all I have for you guys.